Picture yourself back there. It's a Saturday morning, 9:30. You're sitting cross-legged on the living room carpet, a bowl of cereal balanced on your knees, eyes fixed on one of just 3 television channels. Outside, the street is quiet. No cars, no phones, no screens calling you back inside. Once the program ends, the world is waiting for you, your mates, your bike, the pavement, until tea time. The 1970s weren't perfect. But if you grew up then, you know these weren't just moments. They were the building blocks of childhood. From blazing summers to candlelit winters. From Saturday morning television to penny sweets. This was a Britain etched into memory. The summer of 1976. The summer of 1976 wasn't just hot, it was relentless. For weeks on end, temperatures climbed past 32 degrees Celsius. Grass turned white, reservoirs dried up, roads softened under the heat. Outdoor taps appeared in streets, shared between dozens of houses. Families queued with buckets just to wash and drink. In Wales, water was shut off for most of the day. And then came the ladybirds, billions of them. They coated windows, cars, pavements. For adults it was chaos. For children, it was paradise. Paddling pools, ice lollies, endless days outdoors. When rain finally came, it flooded, but the memory never left. The power cuts. January 1974. The lights flickered, then went out. Britain entered the 3-day week. Factories shut. Television ended at 10. Families lived by candlelight as miners' strikes drained coal supplies. For children, it felt like an adventure. Shadows danced on walls. Board games came out. Everyone gathered into one heated room, wrapped in blankets, breath visible in the cold. By March, the lights returned, but the feeling of those dark evenings stayed forever. The pop man. Before plastic bottles and supermarkets, there was the pop man. You'd hear him before you saw him, glass bottles rattling in crates. Corona, Tizzer, Dandelion and Burdock. Glass bottles with metal tops and that perfect pop when opened. Empties were returned for deposits. Pop was shared, never wasted. And the man delivering it knew every family on the street. When supermarkets took over, the pop man disappeared. But the sound, the taste, the ritual never did. Lessons that scared you safe. Public information films didn't hold back. They frightened children on purpose. The spirit of dark and lonely water. Electric substations. Railway lines. Building sites. The message was brutal and unforgettable. You didn't forget those films. And because of them, you stayed alive. Simple joys. Woolworths pick and mix. Sticky fingers. White paper bags weighed carefully on scales. Clackers smashing together in playgrounds until schools banned them. Subbuteo matches stretching for hours, until someone walked across the pitch. Saturday morning meant choosing sides. Swap shop or Tiswas. One television. No remote. Playground arguments on Monday were guaranteed. Duplicated school worksheets, purple ink, damp paper, that smell you'd recognize instantly even decades later. Toys, fashion, and smells. Action Man. Cindy dolls. Pocket electronic games that buzzed more than played. Flares so wide they swept the pavement. Scratchy tank tops knitted by Nan. Inflatable space hoppers bouncing down streets. The smell of Dad's Brute aftershave. Mum's Charlie perfume. One breath today, and you're back there instantly. 1977 The Silver Jubilee. Street parties filled Britain.